Though, as we've discussed, today marks the 25th anniversary of Diana's death, an occasion Prince William and Harry will be marking separately. Royal editor Russell Myers joins us now. A difficult day for both of them, Russell.
Well, indeed. Good morning, Christina. Of course, both princes will be marking this anniversary separately. And I think that speaks quite a lot about the sort of fractured relationship that they have endured at present. They did say about five years ago today, on the 20th anniversary, that would be the last moment that they would publicly sort of acknowledge their mother's tragic anniversary. But we did see them last year. They didn't speak, but we did see them unveiling a statue in the grounds of Kensington Palace in her honour. And Prince Harry was the first to speak about his mother's legacy earlier this week. And he was talking about how he missed her every day. He hoped to make her proud every day. And it was quite a constant source of sadness for him that unfortunately his mother had never got to meet his two children. But I'm sure they will be sort of united in their reflections today. Mm-hmm.
We all have to wonder, Russell, just what Princess Diana would make of how their relationship is right now. I mean, as a mum, no one wants to see their children in any kind of dispute with one another. It would be a very difficult thing, I'm guessing, for her.
Well, of course, and the people I've spoken to who knew Diana at the time and who were tremendously affected by her death have said, universally about how affected she would be about their relationship, and unfortunately they have gone their separate ways, haven't they? And there will always be this sort of semblance of what if, we're even talking about this week when Meghan did her interview in the Cut magazine in America, and sort of just how the two women have sort of shaped their husbands' lives as well, and sort of the comparisons to Diana that are always being made. But listen, there are two different men and forging their own very, very different lives, unfortunately, at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, the rumblings from Meghans Podcast have continued. A new episode was released just yesterday.
Well, it was long awaited, long anticipated, because the first one fell a little bit flat, I think, and then it sort of shot up the charts. I think everyone was really excited to see what the series will hold. But after interviewing Serena Williams for her new Archetypes podcast, she had none other than Mariah Carey, the absolute legendary singer, and they were exploring what the word diva means and the sort of transition it's had from sort of celebrating women to actually sort of doing them down. And there was a really interesting exchange on it, and let's take a listen.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And they kind of delved into the title of diva. Mariah branded Meghan a diva, but in a very positive way.
Well, they did. I think it was slightly awkward at first because, the conversation was very, very jovial. And then Meghan sort of is discussing with Mariah Carey, the legendary woman who has been labelled a diva throughout her career. And then sort of Mariah Carey switched the tables and sort of discussed Meghan being a diva, which was slightly awkward. But let's take a listen.
It's all in the visuals. Let's remind ourselves of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course, we've been talking about Harry's memoir on its way, Russell, but the royals, I'm guessing there's a bit of fear because there's a lot of talk that Meghan could have a memoir coming as well.
Well, definitely. I mean, much publicised about Harry's incoming memoir and what on earth that will contain. I think the bar is very, very high at the moment with the both of them discussing, their lives within the royal family. But this podcast is the very first time that Meghan has revealed that she was keeping a journal during her time at the royal family. She was talking about going back to Frogmore Cottage after they'd left quite hurriedly to go to Canada and then to the United States. And she said, you go back and you open drawers and you're like, oh my gosh, that's what I was writing at the time. And this will strike fear into the royal family because, Meghan has said just this past couple of days about how she has she's been freed from her time in the royal family and she could say anything. So, watch this space.
Oh, dear. There's lots to come, isn't there? It's not just about a podcast. It's all going to happen. Thank you so much, Russell. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Richard.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.